In addition to writing Dark Journey, Elaine Cunningham also contributed 3 stories to the Star Wars Gamer magazine. 2 were about Jaina Solo, and 1 was about Jagged Fell. 2 were set prior to the New Jedi Order series, and 1 was set concurrently with her novel. The Apprentice was released in Star Wars Gamer number 8 in January of 2002. I'm not sure if I read The Apprentice before, or rather that it just isn't too different from what we already got in Dark Journey, because there was a feeling of familiarity about it, but also I had just read her novel, so that might have been the case. So, a brief summary. Jaina Solo struggles with the dark side as she apprentices herself to the renegade Jedi Kyp Durron. So first, the requisite timeline disclaimer. The Apprentice takes place during Chapter 21 of Dark Journey, but for the more nitpicky details, read Dark Journey up to Chapter 21, page 231, paragraph 3. Then read The Apprentice. Then read Dark Journey from Chapter 21, page 232, the last paragraph, through to the end of the book. So first, the good. If you've read Dark Journey, you know that the events of Chapter 21 are a little confusing. Jaina Solo, Kyp Durron, Tenel Ka, and Lobaka all head to Gallinore, which is a Hapan world known for their bioengineering. Jaina and Kyp have brought along a member of the Peace Brigade who they had captured. They turn him over to a Hapan scientist who's able to extract his coral implant, take a look at it, and let Jaina know what it does and how it works. But within the text of Dark Journey, there seems to be some things missing. There's mentioning that Jaina goes into the room for the 3rd time, but we only saw her go in once. So the Apprentice fills in the gaps of that chapter. There's some requisite sentences added to introduce you to Kyp Durron or Tenel Ka or Lobaka, but it mainly seems to consist of a missing scene, something that, for whatever reason, was omitted from the actual novel. That entire sequence of events makes a lot more sense after having read The Apprentice, because we find out, yeah, there was a lot missing. Jaina and Kyp had to get the prisoner in, he tried to escape, they ended up being stuck in this vent with all this coolant, got him out, he was really uncomfortably experimented on by the Hapan scientist who has strange skills of his own, and it culminates with Jaina wiping Lobaka's memory of everything that she just had him do. But I can see why this was removed from the novel, and that is the main juice of my meh. I don't find Jaina and Kyp quite in character here. Kyp does things that I can't see him doing at this point in the story, and even more egregiously, he teaches Jaina how to do these things as well. This is like a throwaway line in the novel itself, but seeing it happen, seeing both Kyp and Jaina wipe people's memories, feels wrong. In addition, if Dark Journey was all about Jaina dabbling in the kiddie pool of the dark side, she goes a bit too far in The Apprentice, so I could see why this was removed and made a separate story so that it wouldn't interfere with her overall arc in Cunningham's novel. So basically, The Apprentice boils down to, do you want to read Dark Journey, get 14 paragraphs that are a little confusing, or would you rather supplement those 14 paragraphs with a 6,600 word short story that elaborates further? It's not essential for your understanding of either Jaina's character or the preceding novel, but it was interesting to read. So next time I will be reading the first book in the Enemy Lines duology by Aaron Alston, Enemy Lines, Rebel Dream.